You don't have to convince me that City fans are the best in the business. Look how they stuck with them during the hard times down in the third tier of English football. And these days, they've had the good fortune of having a benevolent owner who's come along and built a fantastic club that they can now enjoy the rewards from. But it doesn't mean that the fans are richer or more available to come down to games all over the place. It's the fourth trip to Wembley this season, and yet they're getting criticised by fans of other clubs and even some parts of the media for not necessarily selling out tickets for this game, for example. It'll be interesting to see just how many Blues fans there are here. There's plenty of Brighton fans here on Wembley Way ahead of the game. So let's talk to some of the City fans who are lucky enough, like me, to be down here and see what they make of the criticism. But before I do that, here's part of the chat we had on the Forever Blue podcast this week on that very subject.
We as City fans are held to a higher standard than any other club. You look round, Fulham wasn't full at the weekend. They weren't all over Facebook or Twitter or anything.
They're in a relegation battle, so shouldn't their fans be getting behind
them
there
anyway? But that's not for me to say. If they want to go, turn up, they can. I don't care. But it's because there's no other way that any other fans can have a go at us because we play such great football and are so successful.
It's
the only way they can say it, oil money, empty seats, everything is just emphasised to a stupid degree. So that's what really annoys me. But what even annoys me, I'll be more frustrated when we don't sell it out, because I think the club should know that we're not going to sell it out and need to subsidise tickets. So Matty Duff, on the podcast, part of City Matters, he said to me today, and he said that it's okay to mention this, that the club asked the City Matters committee, why do you think we can't sell tickets? Well, for starters, it's because we're in so many competitions. It's because the prices are too high. So why it's their job to know why we're not selling tickets. Simple supply and demand.
If you can afford it, you come. If you can't afford it, you can't. Not everybody can afford to go to all the matches all the time. So, and a lot of the media fellas, when was the last time any of them paid to get into a football match at 160 quid? Or if we get to the Euro finals, I've been on the Euro draw, 600 euros for a match ticket. I bet the journalists aren't paying that to get in. Oh, they're getting paid, but there we go. That's they can criticise when they're getting their freebies and sat there getting paid to see it, and normal fans paying out left, right and centre.
You also know that Liverpool fans and United fans will say you'll never be as big as us. You can't sell your allocation for Wembley today.
Well, that's up to them. They can criticise if they want. We're just enjoying the football. They're jealous.
You've got ex-pros who don't pay for a ticket in their life. You've got working class lads who are trying to go to games all the time. And then I was talking to a Liverpool fan in work who genuinely believes the reason we've got empty seats at home is that Sheikh Mansour buys 6,000 or 7,000 season tickets to circumnavigate financial fair play, and that's why there's nobody in those seats when it comes to the to match day. Deluded doesn't even come into it. So I just think it's one of those where we're so good, we're so far ahead of the rest in terms of where we're at off the field and on the field. What's the stick they beat you with? Empty seats. To be honest with you, I'd play in front of an empty house if it meant we're going to be here every time, winning trophies. I'm fine with it. It means nothing to real City fans. We support the club through thick and thin. We're here when we can be, and that's all that any fan can do, really.
Let's face it, we came down here for Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, and Liverpool Man United was on. We went to a pub and we saw loads of Man United and Liverpool fans in here thinking, all right, okay, fair enough, you've come, you're watching your team, but most of them live down here, so some of them live up in Liverpool and Man United, but it's easy for them. They've got the bigger fan base.
United and Liverpool fans who say, why can't you fill your away end?
Yeah, why can't you fill your way in? We're here, we're always here.
We're always here. The City is us. The City is us. The City is us. The City.
United versus Oldham, 1994, 56,000. Nobody's saying a word about it. I bet there's 70 here today, 70,000. We get all the criticism. Unbelievable. That's all I've got to say. Unbelievable. We're absolutely targeted by every other club. None of them can match us in support. None of them, apart from the two horrible clubs.
I'm a twin brother.
Oh yeah,
I've got a feeling. I've been here in 99, been here 81, so I'm not too sure. Let's not get carried away. Let's see what happens, because I think we'll win, but it won't be that a walkover.
We all remember Wigan, don't we?
Exactly.
We were there for Wigan and it didn't turn out right, and I was confident then. But it's not raining. It's not raining today. It's not raining. And look at the squad, look at the team, look at how we're playing. We've blown everybody away so far.
At the end of the day, we're a working class club, and this is our 4th visit, if you include Tottenham, in the league. And you know, what's the minimum wage at the moment? £8.20. I paid 170 quid for my match ticket and my travel for me and my son. I'm happy to be here because I know the bad times, but you know, it's not a bottomless pit, and people with families, things like that.
You've heard the criticism though that
I've heard
Portsmouth and Sunderland sold more tickets to the Checker Trade Trophy final. And City will have fans here today. What do you say to them?
Well, I respect it, but I've got to point out that we've had a rich vein of form, haven't we? At the end of the day, we have been successful over a number of years, so maybe the edge has come off it. If we'd have been in a similar situation as Portsmouth and Sunderland, fair play to him, this would have been a big day out for us in the normal times. So, you know, I think that's relative as well. I think we've been through, you know, how many... This is my, personally, 14th visit to Wembley for you know, in the old, if you include the old Wembley and the recent run. So I think that's relative as well. So I take the point, but I also think the finances is a very big part of it, and we haven't got the glory hunters that some other clubs have, and that's what City are about. We're a proper club, and we have proper supporters. We're a working class club. That's my opinion.
How rich do they think we are? It's cost an absolute fortune to come to Wembley for the League Cup final, semi-final, final. We're going to Madrid. How much money have we got? You're not all multi-millionaires like these footballers that are criticising us. You know, and they should shut the hell up really and really think about what they're asking middle-class people to pay to go and watch their team.
Come on, City. Very interesting. First game back for Mendy. That's an interesting selection. I wasn't expecting that. And he's mixed things up again, Pepe. He keeps us surprised, doesn't he?
I presume you were confident before the game, but you're more relaxed now, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm very relaxed at City games these days after going through to the second division. And on the way down, we were talking about 20 years ago where we were. And no, I'm relaxed at City games these days.
Almost exactly. Well, it's certainly the same month as the playoff final in 1999, 20 years ago. It's amazing, isn't it?
I remember it like it was yesterday, and who would have thought we'd have had all these trips down to Wembley and all the success. It's just fantastic. I've followed City since the 1960s, so I started when we had a great team, and it's gone full circle. So happy days.
Cheese today means everything to me. My dad made me a blue. I was born in 1968. My name's Colin. I was named after Colin Bell. My dad named me after Colin Bell. He sadly passed away. His funeral was last Friday. I never ever wear colours. I'm a lad, and today I've got my dad's shirt on, right? And that's how much it means to me today, Cheese.
That was a shirt from '99.
Yeah, I sat next to my dad in '99. That end, 2-0 down. Everyone was leaving. Me and my dad stayed. And this is my dad's shirt that I'm wearing today. That's everything.
And you come in his place, have you?
I have, yes. I'm his proud wife, Jean. And I just can't wait to get in there for the very first time ever.
Go on, City!
Come on, City! Come on, City!
Extra incentive to do it for you today.
Cheese, we're a massive family, aren't we? Like, people can slate us, people can say, oh, they're not sold this, not sold that. We're a massive Manchester family. We haven't got fans from Timbuktu. We haven't. We're all from Manchester, mate. And this is what it is. But we're here. You know what I mean? This is what it's about. It's everything. It's in there. It's in our heart, man. So media can do one. You're a proper media. You're a proper media person.
As a City fan, as a season ticket holder for umpteen years, we just have to be aware that 30 is plenty, 20 is plenty, 30 is not enough. And the FA needs to listen to Manchester City and Manchester United and all northern clubs regarding holding semi-finals at Wembley. It's paid for now, it's done. West Ham, all these clubs that support Manchester City have all been involved in this. 20 is plenty. Let's get it back. We have him at Aston Villa. Let's get Sheffield Wednesday, Hillsborough. Let's get him back in the game. They need the money. Financial fair play. Sheffield Wednesday could earn millions of pounds by holding a semi-final at their club. Whether it's Sheffield Wednesday, whether it's any northern club that can hold 40 or 50,000. Let's roll with it, FA. Let's listen to the supporters, because we can't do this all the time.
Manchester City fans, are you ready to hear your team lineup?
Well, inside the stadium here, you can see all the Brighton fans behind me. Clearly a big day for them. Let's see what happens in the match now. Great atmosphere inside Wembley, created by both sets of supporters.
Score in the Emirates FA Cup semi-final. Manchester City 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0.
Started off brightly, but then we lost momentum a bit, and they kept the discipline very well, so they were very hard to break down. But ultimately, they will have to come out and play. So, as long as we keep what we're doing, keep possession, don't do anything silly like the fullback did, then, you know, it should go well for us. Just enough. Unfortunately, they don't want to play at the moment. You can only play so much against them. Keep it tight, but we're the one that's one goal in front.
We granted this for me, right? It's still Division 2 then, but look at us now. Champions. Okay? What do you think of the game? Hard game. Brighton played very well. I think we're a bit sluggish today, but we got there in the end. So, happy days.
Not the prettiest, made hard work of it, but look on the bright side. The laundry woman's not got anything to do on Monday morning. We didn't get a sweat on, did we?
Well, as they said, it's going to get worse before it gets better, and that was a really nervy game. Really nervy. I've got true blue fingernails.
Hard-fought game. Didn't think it was ever going to be easy. None of the games seem to be easy these days. We started off like a house on fire. We got the early goal, and it looked as though it was going to be all over after 20 minutes. But Brighton have hung in there. They've defended really, really well today. I have to give them some credit for that. But it's another final, more expense. Yeah, I was. I told you at half time. You said that we could get an early goal the second half and settle the nerves. We didn't get it, so yeah, I'm still shaking now.
There was no dynamism. There was no go forward. Fernandinho came on and made a hell of a difference. But other than that, I thought they were poor.
We were never in any doubt, was it? Never in any doubt, sunshine. Never in any doubt.
Right start, but don't you think they just managed it after that?
I don't know if we even managed it. It was just, it was rubbish, wasn't it? Let's face it. It was a rubbish game, but never in any doubt.
It's going to be a good final, but if we get Wolves, I think it's going to be a hard game. Really hard game if we get Wolves.
That was actually a tough game today, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think the referee a bit back and forwards with his decisions, but we'll see what happens. But I think Wolves will be a tough one if we get them. With they've knocked out Liverpool, United. I reckon they could be a dark horse.
Well, it's a result. I think today. I don't think they were at the best, but I think with everything that's going on with the team on so many things, I think you just got to take the result today.
We didn't turn up, unfortunately, but we won, and that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Let's see what happens on Tuesday. What is it? Wednesday. Tuesday.
Listen, I've got a lot of love for the game. I've got a lot of love for Man City. For me, player today, not quite getting man of the match. I'm not too sure about that one. Considering we won 1-0. For me today, it's going to go to Edison. he picks a pass up like no other. So yeah, big love, Pep. Benjamin, we love you.
Nice to blue my 6 over. Where I'm going to Manchester. Cheesy!
You thought, go on, Man City. What do you reckon? He's been once before to Wigan, and we lost, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you were heartbroken. What about today? Come on, speak up. There's the camera.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You back for
That
the
was
final?
It. Yes, we'll be back for the final. Yeah.
City are back at Wembley again next month in May. They did it with a victory which owed a lot to a very bright start and an early goal. Gabriel Jesus stooping header from a perfect Kevin De Bruyne cross. After that, it felt like City were managing the game. I know some of the City fans thought it was disappointing today, but I think you've got to put it into perspective with all the games that are being played at the moment and that big game against Tottenham on Tuesday. If you haven't yet voted and you'd like to vote for me as the Vlogger of the Year, you have until the 21st of April. It's footballbloggingawards.co.uk, or you can just look at the at the FBAs and put hashtag best vlogger and at Ian Cheeseman. Thanks very much for your support, really appreciate it. We'll be doing a podcast which you can of course find on iTunes and SoundCloud and all the other platforms, Spotify, etc. On Monday evening. We'll be talking about punditry among other things, and of course this game. So give that a check out if you've not already done so. And I'll be back vlogging in London at Tottenham's ground on Tuesday evening. See you then.